If you'd like more information, please contact Masjid Tucson. All of our questions are answered in the Quran, God's final scripture to the world. We encourage everyone to take the opportunity to read and study it and then judge for themselves about the truth. The very first revealed verses of the Quran state, read, "In the name of your Lord, who created. He created man from an embryo." Read, "And your Lord, most exalted, teaches by means of the pen. He teaches man what he never knew." 96. 1-5 God encourages us not to follow anyone blindly, but to study, learn and decide for ourselves. You shall not accept any information, unless you verify it for yourself. I have given you the hearing, the eyesight, and the brain, and you are responsible for using them. 17:36 They are the ones who examine all words, then follow the best. These are the ones whom God has guided. These are the ones who possess intelligence. 39:18 All praise be to God. United Submitters International Masjid Tucson PO Box 43476 https www.masjidtucson.org Tucson, Arizona 85733 520-323 7636 The essence of the contact prayers Salat is chapter 1 of the Quran. The key Al-Fatihah in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, Lord of the universe, most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, you alone we ask for help. Guide us in the right path, the path of those whom you blessed, not of those who have deserved wrath, nor of the strayers. Chapter 1 The one who is most comprehensive in his knowledge of Allah, knows of him by means of his own words. He knows a Know Your Rabb to whom belongs the most majestic and perfect attributes. Far is he removed Lord from having anything comparable to him or any equal, free from all kinds of defects. Who do you worship, who do bow to, and imperfections, qualified with every. Who do you prostrate to? Now the answer beautiful name and every perfect attribute. To all of them is Allah, but then what else do doer of what he intends wills. Above, we know about Allah. Now think if we everything Istawa ascended upon the, know more about him then how much, Arsh above the 7 heavens and with, would enjoy our ibadah, we wouldn't do it everything he encompasses everything. Just because it is fard but because we with his knowledge, ability, authority, and would want to, so forth from the meanings of his rububiyah, while he is the Most High, above everything, the one who is able to do everything, the one who manages the greatest, most excellent and most affairs of everything. He commands and honorable knowledge is that of Allah, forbids. He speaks the legislative and Most High, his names, attributes, and universal words. He is greater than actions, the knowledge of his deen and of everything, and he is the most beautiful. His messenger with love and the most merciful, the all-able, the all-magnification, being pleased with it all. Wise. The ranks of people with respect to this knowledge varies to a great extent. Somehow do we learn about our people know of Allah by virtue of his Lord. Generosity, bounties, and favors, others know of him through his forgiveness. The scholars have mentioned that their clemency and pardoning, others through 2 ways from Quran and Sunnah to his knowledge and wisdom, others learn about Allah, recognize him by his might and majesty. Others by his mercy, goodness, kindness, 1. Pondering over his creations, and courtesy, others by his subduing and 2. Asma was Sifat his names and sovereignty, and others by the fact that he attributes, answers their supplications, and fulfills their needs, and relieves the grief. 10 page. Pondering over Allah's signs in therewith after its death, and the moving living creatures of all kinds that he has the universe scattered therein, and in the veering of winds and clouds which are held between verily, the signs of Allah in the universe the sky and the earth, are indeed ayat never manifest themselves clear except to proofs, evidences, signs, etc. for people those who possess pious hearts that have understanding. Al-Baqarah 2. 164. Constantly remember their Lord. This is because these hearts are introduced and the people mentioned in the above connected with the marvelous universe verses are the ones who really benefit through the Quran. This kind of connection from the signs of the universe. This is exhorts the human heart to ponder over because they do not restrict their thinking the visible book of Allah, i.e. the universe, to the apparent scenes or views they see. The Quran establishes the connection, but they extend this by thinking in the between knowledge and the people who Maker and the might through which he possess insight. Therefore, it is stated in created this. They perfectly utilize there the Quran that the ones who find guidance senses sight, hearing, and intellect too in the signs of universe are a certain reach this conclusion along with the help category of people as in the words of Allah. Of the Quranic verses that enable such senses acquire this knowledge which is verily in the creation of the heavens the best ever. Allah Almighty says about and the earth, and in the alternation of his signs in the universe, night and day, there are indeed signs for men of understanding. Those who and among his signs is this, that he remember Allah always, and in prayers created for you mates from among standing, sitting, and lying down on the yourselves, that you may find tranquility in sides, and think deeply about the creation and he has put between you of the heavens and the earth, saying, our affection and mercy, verily, in that a Lord. You have not created all this indeed signs for a people who reflect. And without purpose, glory to you. Exalted be among his signs is the creation of the you above all that they associate with you heavens and the earth, and the difference as partners. Give us salvation from the of your languages and colors. Verily, in that torment of the fire. Quran 3. 190–191 are indeed signs for men of sound knowledge. And among his signs is the sleep that you take by night and by day, and Allah also says in the Quran, verily, in your seeking of his bounty, verily, in that, the creation of the heavens and the earth, are indeed signs for a people who listen, and in the alternation of night and day, and among his signs is that he shows you the ships which sail through the sea with the lightning, by way of fear and hope, and that which is of use to mankind, and that he sends down water rain from the sky, 11 water rain which Allah sends down from and therewith revives the earth after its sky and makes the earth alive pageth, death, verily, in that are indeed signs for a controls your affairs. Do you spend, people who understand, Quran 30, 12–24 enough time reading Quran? More than that do you then spend time pondering over the verses of Quran? The noble Quran, the signs of Allah are only revealed to is the most evident witness on the those who have intellect which leads to greatness and will of Allah since it includes knowing the truth Allah. However, the news of all creations and unveils the disbelievers do not put what they see in facts that humans ignore, the universe beyond the realm of watching, i.e. they do not think about the Maker and the Creator, they even do not hear. We will point out one of the realize the wisdom behind this creation as miracles mentioned in the noble Quran, in the words of Allah. They know only the exploring the deep seas, marine outside appearance of the life of the geologists discovered that all the details world. Quran 30, 7 pertaining to the descriptions of the seas, are stated in the Quranic verse in which Allah Almighty says, therefore, such category of people does not heed or benefit from the signs of or they are like darknesses within an Allah in the universe